Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be my August favorites. So I have a few beauty and makeup favorites to talk about. I actually have a book favorite that I want to mention to you guys, a book that I read in August that I was really impressed with, and I think some of you might be interested to read it as well. I actually have a couple of fails to throw in here as well, which I don't have very often, but I have two products that I wanted to let you know just did not work out for me. So if you would like to see my August beauty favorites and a couple fails, please keep watching. About the book first that I read. So if you do not know, I used to do book videos here on YouTube before I changed to more of like solely focused on the beauty videos, but in my real life, I'm an author, I'm a book publisher, I am a book blogger, I do a lot of book marketing, so I'm constantly reading. Like, you will never find me without my Kindle. So I love reading, and I read a book this past month that I thought I would share with you guys because my blog is called Chicklet Plus, and I can leave links to it down below if any of you guys are interested in books reading. If you want to check out my books, I will also leave that link down below because that would be awesome. But I do book reviews over on Chicklet Plus. The book that I want to share with you guys is called The Regulars, and it is by Georgia Clark, and I will insert the cover over here so you guys can see it. I will also leave the Amazon links below, plus my review that I did on Chicklet Plus. So this book I thought was very interesting because we're following three friends who are regular girls. No one is necessarily super happy with their looks, you know, they're just kind of living day by day. They aren't super happy. Well, one of the girls meets someone who gives them like a potion almost. One thing I want to say to you guys is that I love books with like magical realism spins, which means there's magic in the book, but it's more realistic. You know, it's things that could, you know, could that possibly happen? Could that really be a thing? I love books like that so much. I hope to write a book like that myself one day because I just think it is so cool. And to be able to like put yourself in that story and imagine the things along with the characters, I think is really cool. So she gets a potion that when you take a drop of it, it makes you pretty. But not just pretty, it makes you beautiful and sexy and glamorous, and you know, everybody's heads turn when you walk in the room after you take that potion. So two of the friends take it and they turn into these beautiful people. Finally, the third friend succumbs and takes it as well and turns into this beautiful person. And it's just, the message that the book gave I thought was so interesting, and I thought I would share it with you guys. You know, we're in this beauty community together and we're seeing all these glamorous pictures of people and, you know, the makeup and the hair and the nails. The message that the book gives is that being beautiful doesn't make you happier. Being beautiful physically on the outside doesn't make you happier, won't get you to where you want to be. And I had such a good time reading it and really thinking about it, you know, asking my friends about it, like, what would you do in that situation? And if you changed into this like beautiful, glamorous person, what are the things that you would try to do? It kind of shows how these beautiful people all of a sudden got these doors open for them, and they got opportunities, and they got the men and women in the books, and I just thought it was interesting. Friend really takes their situation in such a different way. So it was really intriguing to me that we got three very different journeys from all of these friends, and I was very curious how it was going to end because I wasn't sure, and I wasn't sure what each friend was going to do. I wasn't sure if they were ever going to go back to themselves. Like, it was just very interesting to read and very thought-provoking. I love books that make me think and that make me want to talk to people and just say, like, what would you do in that situation? What would you think? So it was just a really good book. I was very intrigued by it. I wanted to pass it along to you guys because I think the message in there is very important and definitely one to think about. So I'll leave the links to The Regulars down below. Some skincare that I want to talk about. This is from Rodial, I'm really not sure, but it's their stem cell cleansing cream. So this is what it looks like, and this was sent to me in one of my Ipsy bags. It says it's a 2-in-1 cleanser and mask for dehydrated skin with stem cells, rosehip, and vitamin E. So it says that you can either use it like you put it on, leave it sit for a few minutes, and then wash it off, or you can actually leave it on for up to 15 minutes and use it as more of a mask. This stuff smells so good and so like soothing almost. I don't know, it smells so good, and I just love the way it feels. I just want to smell it because I'm weird like that. I love the way it feels on the skin. It feels very like thick and creamy, and like it's just moisturizing everything, and my skin feels so hydrated after I use it. and I've just been kind of obsessed with it at night when I'm going through my skincare and what it is that I'm looking for. I just keep finding myself reaching for this, and it's a little bottle, so I know I'm gonna run out of it sometime soon, and it makes me really sad because I just am really loving this stuff. I'm not very familiar with the Rodial brand, but I'm gonna have to look them up. Another item that I've actually owned this for a while and I never really thought it was a favorite. Then I started using it again recently and I was like, wait a second. I love this. So it is the Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier. I picked mine up at Sephora. So this is not her translucent powder that everyone talks about and raves about. When I was getting ready to purchase this, I was like, you know what? I want the Secret Brightening Powder because I like having the bright under eyes. It's just like what I'm more attracted to. And it was a smaller guy and it was a little bit more inexpensive. So I was like, that's what I'm gonna go with. And so I got it and I liked it just fine. A while after that, I bought the Maybelline powder and I was like, I really like the Maybelline powder, and I started using that more. But recently I went back to trying this again and I was like, wait a second, why didn't I think I loved this? Because I love it. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just needed to like set it aside for a while, but now that I've been using it again, I don't want to stop using it. I think it's fantastic. It's really nice for baking on the under eyes, but then like it says, it also brightens them up under there, which I love the bright under eye look. It just applies so well. It doesn't give me the white cast because the Maybelline one, sometimes if I go like really heavy handed with the Maybelline powder, it will leave me the white flashback when I use like flash photography, which really sucks. But this one, I don't find that it does it at all, so that's really good for me. I do want to try out the translucent powder. I'm thinking about maybe getting it and the next time I purchase from Sephora, maybe, just because I've recently been like, okay, I really do like this. I do only use this on my under eyes. I don't put this anywhere else on my face, so that's why I'm thinking of maybe getting the other one as well. But yeah, the Secret Brightening Powder, fell back in love. My favorite lip combination of this month, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you're probably like, yeah, we already know that, is Whirl from MAC Cosmetics and then Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D. I'm not a huge lip liner person. Like, I don't need to wear lip liner every time. I don't think that you need lip liner with Kat Von D's liquid lipsticks, but the two of them together make an excellent combination. But in particular, Bow and Arrow has just been my jam this past month, to the point where I was wearing it so much that every time I was going to post a picture on Instagram and I was tagging Kat Von D, Bow and Arrow, I'm like, girl, you need to wear something else on your lips. But Bow and Arrow is such a beautiful like brown nude color, and it almost pulls more like brown nude pink on me, like, and that's what so many people say when I post pictures of it. They're like, why is yours so pink? I'm like, I don't know, that's just kind of the way it pulls on me. But especially when I match it with Whirl, which that definitely is probably the biggest reason, because Whirl has a little bit of pink in it, I think, and so when you combine the two together, I think that's why Bow and Arrow is looking more pink on me than it is like brown or nude. But Whirl is a really beautiful lip liner. It's actually my very first item that I ever purchased from MAC Cosmetics was this Whirl lip liner because YouTube made me do it. Watch it so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but that is Whirl right there. Yes, favorite color combination. I love, love, love this from Kat Von D. Like, when Bow and Arrow runs out, which I would not be surprised if it was anytime soon because that's how much I wear it, I need to get another one. It's like my favorite nude. A pair of lashes, and these are the Grand Glamour lashes from Vegas Nay and Eyelure, and the one lash like will not stay up. That's what it looks like. If you guys can see it, this lash refuses to stay put like that one. But I have also bought the Eyelure and Vegas Nay lashes in Shining Star, and I liked them just fine. I didn't think they were anything super crazy to talk about. I didn't reach for them a whole lot, but I liked them enough. But so many people would talk about these Grand Glamour lashes, and I realized that they were always sold out. Like, whenever I went to Ulta or Target, the Shining Star would always be there, but never the Grand Glamour. And one time I was at Target and I saw one pair. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get them just because so many people talk about them and I see they're always sold out, so like, why not get them? I understand why everyone talks about these Grand Glamours. They are beautiful. They're very like kind of over the top. If you're much more of like a natural lash person, you are going to hate these. You are not gonna like them at all. They are very dramatic, very va-va-voom. They're almost like double stacked lashes, so they're very, very full. But I love the band on this one, and it's a thicker band, which sometimes I hear people complaining about thicker eyelash bands, but I actually don't mind them because I find them easier to put on. And I don't know what it is with this band, you guys, but I have no problems putting these lashes on. These are probably the easiest lashes I have ever put on, and sometimes I can say that after I try lashes like 1 or 2 times when you have a fresh band and you don't have like adhesive that's built up. I'm like, yeah, those lashes were so easy to put on. I have worn these at least 10 times, at least, but probably much more, and I'm still having no issues. Just boom, right on. It's amazing. It's crazy. I love how dramatic they are, how full they are. I'm definitely gonna need to get more of the Grand Glamours. So the last favorite that I want to talk to you guys about is a foot exfoliating mask. So this was actually sent to me from the company Grace and Stella. I have worked with Grace and Stella previously. They sent me their eye masks. They have a wonderful, wonderful gel eye masks. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned them in a favorites video as well. I will leave them linked down below, but they are fantastic, like very cooling eye masks that I love using them in the morning. I think they're fantastic. Grace and Stella actually reached out to me again and they asked, you know, could we send you something else from our store if you want to test it out? And I was like, sure. So I looked over their store and I was like, maybe send me the exfoliating foot mask. Like, in my mind, I was like, it's probably not going to do anything because I've had other companies send me these types of foot masks before and nothing happens. But I was like, you know, why not? I've always wanted one of these to actually work, so why not? This video is not sponsored. Grace and Stella is not paying me to talk about this product or make this video or anything like that. They actually don't know that I'm including this in the favorites video. They send me this foot exfoliating mask. So this is what the box looks like. Inside came 1 pair for your feet. So basically what I did, and I put this all on my Snapchat as well, I like walked you guys through it. There's like these plastic booties that you put on your feet, and then inside is like a cloth and it's saturated with the actual product, the mask. So you put the booties on and you kind of seal them up, and then I put socks over it, and then you have to leave it sit for 1 hour. And after that 1 hour, I took the socks off, took the booties off, threw them away, washed my feet as instructed, and then it says dead skin cells will begin to peel from 5 to 7 days after the initial application. And I'm like, okay. So the next day I don't see anything, you know, day 2, I don't see anything, day 3, nothing, but I'm not like, oh no. But what I realized afterwards, even though I wasn't seeing any like dead skin cells happen, like my feet felt different. They kind of felt tight and they almost kind of felt slippery. Like no matter what kind of surface it was I was walking on, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna fall. Like it was a very, very bizarre feeling, but it made me really excited because I was like, okay, something has to be happening. Like when I've used these masks in the past, I've seen no difference, felt no difference. Like this has to be a good sign, right? I play sand volleyball on Friday nights, and I think I had done this mask on Monday. So flash forward to that Friday, and I'm standing on the courts and I look down at my feet and I'm like, what is on my foot? And I lift my foot up to like try to tap whatever it is that's on my foot away, and I realize it's the dead skin cells peeling off. So then I picked my foot up and I was so shocked, and then I went around and had to show everybody my feet because my feet were peeling like crazy. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen, and I will insert a picture for you guys, but I want to like warn you, for if you don't want to see feet, I'll warn you before I go to put this picture in. But it was literally so bizarre, and my feet peeled for probably 4 days or so. Like the skin cells were still peeling off my foot, so it was like I didn't really want to wear flip-flops. I was mostly like trying to wear my tennis shoes or like hide my feet because it was peeling like crazy. So to show to you guys, to prove to you guys what I'm talking about, I took a picture of my foot. I will insert that picture here. So I want to let you guys know, if you don't want to see a picture of my foot, if you don't want to see a picture of my foot peeling off dead skin cells, look down right now. Are you looking down? Okay, so here is the picture of my foot. Is that not insane? Like, tell me that isn't crazy. Okay, you guys can all look again. And I sent it to my friend and she's like, well, your feet are really pink where it's peeling. Like, do your feet hurt? And it doesn't, and I think maybe it's because I had the flash on, because actually in person it wasn't that pink. So I don't know, maybe it was because I was taking it so late at night that I had to use the flash, but my feet did not hurt. I know some people have used this mask and said like the areas that peeled were kind of tender. I didn't get that feeling at all. I really didn't feel any pain, any sort of like tender areas, anything like that. Nothing bothered me at all. But so my feet, it's been about 2 days now since the peeling process has stopped. My feet feel so smooth. They look better. You know, like the areas around like your big toe and like your heels, and they always have those like calluses and the dead skin that's like built up in there. It's gone, and my feet look so nice. It is crazy. I cannot believe this worked. Like, I cannot believe this worked because I have tried so many others and nothing has worked. So this one blew me away, and I can't stop telling people about it. And now I'm always gonna have that picture on my phone so I could be like, you need proof? Like, here's proof. That really did work. So I just thought that was really, really cool. And also Grace and Stella has given me a coupon code, and you can use it on anything in the store as well. And I can't remember what the coupon code is right now, but I will put it right here on the screen, and it will also be in the description box below. I will link these, and I'll link the eye masks that I really love as well. And I believe my code is good for 20% off too. So if you want to try this out, I would definitely recommend it. Get it, take some money off, get the eye mask while you're at it because I think they're amazing. But dang, like this blew my mind. I have 2 products that I want to mention that just absolutely did not work out for me this month. And it's funny because of one I actually ended up throwing away, and I kept having it on my desk as a reminder, you know, don't throw this away because you're going to talk about it in your video. And then I went on like a crazy cleaning, reorganizing spree last weekend and ended up throwing it away. But basically all it was like a selfie ring light, and it was from like Ocathnon. I can link it below from Amazon if anyone's real curious to look at it, but I really wasn't sure how to pronounce the name. But it was just a little ring light. I showed it on my Snapchat, and it was supposed to be able to like hook onto your phone, and basically it's a light so you have better picture taking quality and things like that. And a lot of people said you could actually clip it to your viewfinder on your camera to use it as like a very small ring light for when recording videos. You're supposed to get better lighting from it. And I was like, okay, cool. It had 3 different settings. You could click the little button to make it bright, brighter, and then brightest. And it just did not work. I really didn't see any difference at all when I put it on my viewfinder. I tried, there was absolutely 0 difference. I didn't see much of a difference when taking pictures, but then after 3 times of trying to use it, it just stopped working completely. Didn't turn on, didn't do anything. I switched the batteries out, even though the batteries I put in it were brand new batteries. I gave it new batteries, still didn't work. So I emailed the company via Amazon, and they refunded me my money. It was only $20, but at the same time I was like, okay, so that was really, really stupid. And I was a little frustrated because I paid $20 for this like little ring light, and to get like nice studio lights, like these soft boxes on Amazon, you can get 2 of them for $80, and they're actual like big lights, and they do make a difference in your lighting. So I was like, it just would have made a lot more sense to just go with those. But I was always trying to like find ways to save money and all this stuff, but that ended up not working at all. It was pretty much a disaster. But I don't know if you guys can kind of tell like a bit of a different background. I mean, not really because I'm still in my office, but I just have my chair pushed way up in the center of my room. So like I am right in front of my window. Like I used to be sitting back there next to the desk, and now I'm more towards right in the window because I have better lighting. But I really do need to get some sort of lighting because I keep finding myself only having like 1 to 2 hours of a really good light to be able to film. And you know, I'm trying to film a video every single day, so I really need something to help me out there. So I think I'm going to get a different set of lights. I can link those down below, the ones that I have in my cart. It's $80 for 2 soft boxes, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. But that light ended up being straight awful. A PR package from Max Factor. They were doing a new like capsule collection. I talked about it in one of my haul videos. An eyeliner, a mascara, and 2 lipsticks in there, and it was like in collaboration with Pat McGrath. I was really excited to get the box and to try out the products. The mascara I really like just fine. The lipsticks I think are okay, like nothing that's blowing me away. But I tried this Precision eyeliner, and I love eyeliner. I'm an eyeliner junkie. I love trying out new eyeliners. This was a black liquid liner, and I was like, cool, this is for me. I actually tried it. I was filming a like Instagram tutorial video because I've been trying to do more of those. I was filming that, and it was the day that we were going to the Iowa State Fair. So not even a day where I'm just sitting at my house doing my makeup to talk to a camera. Like we were actually going out in public with friends. and I was like, oh, I'll use this eyeliner, I'll try it out, it'll be amazing. Oh, it was not amazing. I mean, if you want like a day ruiner and a night ruiner, like I remember my husband kept coming into my office and he's like, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? And I was like, no, I'm trying so hard to fix this eyeliner. Like I wiped it all off on the sides. I pretty much wiped the entire eyeliner off like on my eyelid. Like, oh my gosh, it was such a disaster. So I opened it up and I was like, okay, so this is like a really interesting applicator because it's like really flat and thick on one side and then super thin but still flat on the other side. But when you use it, first it goes on like a permanent marker. Like it has like the weirdest feel to it. It has a very strange look to it. It was not good. Even when I went to like draw out a wing and using the really flat side, it still was like super, super bold. Like you couldn't really create like a small wing with it. It was such a disaster. Usually I'm like, okay, you know, product didn't work out once, I can try it again and see, you know, maybe try a different technique or something. Like I will not try this again. I refuse to try this again because it just did horrible things. So that was a really big bummer. But like I said, I actually ended up really liking the mascara. The lipsticks I don't think are anything to write home about, but this high precision liquid eyeliner was no good. Alright guys, so that was going to be everything for my August favorites and a couple fails thrown in there. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know what you have been loving on during the month of August. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed before you go, and I will catch you real soon in my next one. Bye guys.